They're not just big. Some of these bulls push the very limits of nature. One has muscles that look almost unreal. Another was once considered the largest in the world, and no one dares get in his way. There's even an ancient, almost mythical breed, developed centuries ago to withstand anything. You're about to meet the most jaw-dropping bulls on the planet, but the last one on the list. That one will completely change the way you think about raw power. Get ready for some animal facts that will leave you stunned. And if you want to keep exploring this incredible world with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next is even bigger. Number 10. Belgian Blue. The muscle-bound colossus. At first glance, it looks like someone went a little too far with Photoshop. But no, it's real. The Belgian Blue bull is a spectacle of nature, or better yet, of genetics. With bulging muscles covering its body and a build that looks more like a comic book superhero, this giant defies everything we thought we knew about bovine physique. Originally from Belgium, this bull is the result of selective breeding and a natural genetic mutation called double muscling, which limits the body's ability to regulate muscle growth. The result: an animal with up to 20% more muscle mass than other breeds, easily weighing over 2,600 pounds, 1,200 kilograms. But despite its intimidating size, the Belgian Blue is generally docile and well-suited to human interaction. What stands out isn't just the weight or size, but the muscle definition. Its legs, back, and even hindquarters look like they're constantly flexed, as if the animal were about to enter a bodybuilding competition. This inspires both fascination and questions. Is it really healthy to carry that much mass? And here's an unusual detail. Due to the size of their calves, Belgian Blue births are often performed via cesarean section. It's a reminder of the cost behind such extreme physical traits. Ever seen a bull like this before? Drop a comment and let us know what you think of this living sculpture. Number 9. Maine-Njou, the gentle giant of rural France. Picture the calm green fields of the French countryside. Wide open spaces, a mild climate, and right in the middle, a bull that looks like it stepped out of a pastoral painting, but with the strength of a locomotive. We're talking about the Maine-Njou, one of the largest cattle breeds in Europe, and also one of the most charming. This French bull can weigh over 2,900 pounds, 1,300 kilograms. But what truly stands out isn't just the size. It's the contrast between its massive presence and its peaceful personality. Many farmers say the Maine-Njou seems to know it's too big to worry about trivial things. And that creates an interesting connection. After all, who hasn't known someone huge on the outside, but gentle within? Another striking feature is its coat, reddish-brown with white patches, almost like it was hand-painted. The rustic look only adds to its charm. Originally bred as a working ox for farm labor, it later gained fame for its high-quality beef. It's curious that, despite its size and beauty, the Maine-Njou spent decades nearly unknown outside France. But those who've met it in person rarely forget it. If you've ever walked through a field and felt that peaceful silence of wind and earth, you might understand why this giant fits so perfectly in the heart of rural France.
If you found this fact surprising, why not give back by subscribing? It helps us keep bringing you amazing animal discoveries. Thanks for your support. Now, let's keep going.
Number 8. Parthenaise. The living relic of European farmlands. Sometimes, the most impressive thing isn't what's new, but what has stood the test of time. The Parthenaise bull, with roots tracing back to the Middle Ages, is more than a noble-looking animal. It's a living legacy of European livestock history. With its golden coat and calm gaze, this bull seems to carry centuries of tradition on its back. And it's no exaggeration. Records of this breed go back to the 1600s, and even today, it's considered one of France's oldest cattle lines. Its beef is highly prized, but what catches the eye is its elegant, upright posture. It doesn't need to be the biggest, it simply commands respect. There's something about the Parthenaise that evokes a shared memory. Maybe it's the quiet presence, or the way it reminds us of a time when families lived off the land. And even with modern farming technology, this bull remains a symbol, a bridge between the old world and the new. It's like finding an old photograph and realizing that some things don't need to change to stay valuable. The Parthenaise is exactly that, a symbol of endurance, dignity, and balance. And what's most fascinating is that, among all these muscle-packed giants, it reminds us that true presence can come from legacy, not just from physical size. Number 7. Indonesian Simmental. Where power meets spirit. If you think a bull's grandeur lies only in its weight or muscles, the Indonesian Simmental might surprise you. This animal isn't just massive, it holds deep symbolic meaning, especially among local herders. In Indonesia, this bull is admired with almost spiritual reverence. Many call it the king of the corral, and it's not uncommon for these animals to be groomed with ceremonial care. Some are even decorated and bathed before religious events or community rituals. Physically, the Indonesian Simmental is stunning. It can easily exceed 2,900 pounds, 1,300 kilograms, with a powerful build, broad chest, and defined muscles, despite the tropical climate, which isn't exactly ideal for large breeds. Its resilience and ability to thrive in the heat make it a standout in the cattle world, proving that not all giants need a cold climate to flourish. But what truly makes this bull special is the human connection. Many owners treat them like family, feeding them by hand, talking to them, even decorating their pens with colorful touches. Seeing a bull like this up close isn't just about animal curiosity, it's a cultural dive. It represents hard work, faith, and a deep-rooted bond with the land. And even if you've never set foot in Asia, there's something universally moving in that silent bond between humans and a creature that commands respect without saying a word. 6th place, Montbéliard Bull, the guardian of the French Alps. Some animals seem born with a purpose. The Montbéliard, for instance, feels like it was shaped to live among the mountains, safeguarding the agricultural legacy of French families. Born in the mountainous regions of France, this bull is a blend of strength, balance, and tradition. With its white and reddish coat, it's easily recognized in the alpine fields. And even amid the cold and steep terrain, it moves with confidence, as if it knows every rock on the path. Its strong, muscular build is impressive, yes, but what truly stands out is its versatility. The Montbéliard is known both for its robust beef and for producing high-quality milk, the foundation of some of France's finest cheeses. But beyond physical strength and productivity, this animal carries a deeper meaning. It represents continuity across generations. Many farmers have kept family bloodlines for decades, passing down the care of these bulls like a living heirloom. And that creates a powerful image. The Montbéliard as a guardian of a way of life that withstands time. Even if you've never tasted cheese made from this breed's milk, it's easy to imagine the value of an animal that serves not just the land, but memory itself, a symbol of hard work, resilience, and the balance between strength and gentleness. In a world that's always changing, there's something comforting about knowing some things remain strong, steady, and true to their roots. 5th place, South Devon Bull, the gentle giant of rural England. The South Devon is the kind of bull that reminds us of a time when country life was marked by respect, patience, and quiet strength. It's not the most muscular on the list, nor the most famous, but it has something that immediately draws you in. Its calm and dignified presence, like an old soul who's seen it all and simply stands there, watching the world go by. Native to southwest England, this bull can weigh over 3,000 pounds, 1,400 kilograms. But it's not just the weight that impresses. It's the wide frame, the deep chest, and the steady way it moves. Farmers say the South Devon is as gentle as a sheepdog, but with the strength of a tractor. It was one of the first British bulls exported to other continents, thanks to its reputation for being reliable and hardy. On farms, it was used for both draft work and beef production, a rare and still admired combination. There's something about this animal that stirs a sense of nostalgia. It reminds us of a time when working the land meant partnership, when man and animal shared the same rhythm under the same sky. And even though times have changed, it's hard to look at a South Devon and not feel a sense of comfort, as if it carries with it a little piece of a simpler past. 4th place, German Angus Bull, strength, elegance, and commanding presence. There's a difference between being big and being imposing, and the German Angus knows exactly how to walk that line. With a presence that commands any pasture, this bull is the perfect example of well-balanced power. Defined muscles, a solid bone structure, and a temperament that's firm, but controlled. Although developed in Germany from the classic Scottish Angus, it's grown into its own identity. Well adapted to the continental European climate, The German Angus thrives in cold regions, showing a robustness that impresses even the most seasoned breeders. Averaging more than 2,900 pounds, 1,300 kilograms, it stands out for its tender marbled meat. But what really captivates here is not the beef, it's the look. Its deep black coat contrasts sharply with the surrounding landscape, and its focused gaze radiates a near-human confidence. There's something about this bull that commands silent respect, as if it knows exactly what it represents. And that's what connects with people. The German Angus embodies control, elegance, and power all at once. It doesn't need to show off, it simply needs to be there. A figure that dominates the scene without saying a word. Seeing one up close is unforgettable. Not because it shouts strength, but because it shows it, in posture, in movement, and in the way it just owns the space. Third place, Sibi Bannery Bull. Exotic power from the desert. In the scorching heart of Pakistan, where the sun beats down on the earth and dust dances in the air, lives one of the world's most enigmatic and awe-inspiring bull breeds, the Sibi Bannery. This animal feels like it was sculpted by nature itself, built to endure harsh desert climates while displaying a beauty and presence that hypnotize. What's most striking about this bull isn't just its size, which can exceed 2,600 pounds, 1,200 kilograms, but its proud posture, the radiant, even-toned coat, and the large hump over its shoulders that gives it a nearly mythical silhouette. It walks slowly, but with authority, as if carrying centuries of history in every step. In Pakistan, it's much more than just livestock. It's a symbol of status, pride, and even spirituality. Every year at the famous Sibi Fair, thousands gather to admire these giants. Some are decorated with embroidered fabrics and bells, treated like true royalty. There's something ceremonial, almost theatrical, in the way these bulls are presented. And even from afar, they command respect. Maybe that's why, despite being little known outside their homeland, the Sibi Bannery continues to fascinate people around the world. It reminds us that greatness doesn't always come from the West, or from fame. Sometimes, it stands quietly beneath a blazing sun, guarding traditions and wonders that can't be explained, only felt. Second place, Brahman Bull. The sacred majesty of the tropics. It's hard to look at a Brahman bull and not feel a mix of reverence and awe. With its massive hump, long ears, and serene expression, it carries not just a unique appearance, but also a legacy of spirituality and resilience that spans continents. Originally from India, where it is considered sacred in many religious traditions, the Brahman is now one of the most widespread cattle breeds in tropical regions. And for good reason. It thrives under intense heat, insect pressure, humidity, and food scarcity with a toughness few others can match. It's as if this bull was shaped to survive where others would fail. But there's more than biology at work here. The Brahman has presence. Its broad frame, alert eyes, and calm, deliberate movements give it an almost spiritual aura. In many parts of the world, it's not just respected, it's revered. In Brazil and across Latin America, it has become essential to modern cattle farming. Yet even on high-tech farms, the Brahman still exudes an air of ancestral wisdom. Breeders often say that despite its size and strength, it's one of the most peaceful bulls you can have in a pasture. A true gentle giant. The Brahman invites us to think about balance, between strength and serenity, between tradition and adaptation. It's living proof that sometimes the most powerful animals are also the quietest, and the most respected. First place, Chianina Bull. The white giant that defies nature's limits. If there's a bull worthy of being called legendary, it's the Chianina. More than just a breed, it's a living monument of global cattle history. And it's no surprise that it takes the #1 spot on this list. We're talking about the tallest and longest bull in the world. A true colossus. Native to Italy, specifically the Chianina Valley in Tuscany, this giant can stand over 2 meters, 6.5 feet, tall and weigh more than 3,700 pounds, 1,700 kilograms. Yes, you heard that right. This is an animal that, next to a grown adult, looks like a mythological sculpture brought to life. Its white, almost silver, coat and dark, alert eyes create a striking visual contrast. You can't help but stop and stare. The Chianina demands attention not just because of its size, but because of its silent nobility. There's something about this bull that evokes a Roman gladiator, strong, solid, yet carrying itself with dignified calm, almost aristocratic. Historically, the Chianina was used as a draft animal in ancient times, pulling carts and plows with immense power. Over time, it also gained fame for its premium quality meat, especially the renowned bistecca alla Fiorentina, a cut of beef as celebrated as the breed's storied past. And despite all its imposing qualities, many breeders describe the Chianina's temperament as calm and contemplative. This bull doesn't need to prove anything. It simply is the largest, the most revered, and the most breathtaking. It closes this list as a true masterpiece of nature, a reminder that greatness doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it's simply there, in pure, commanding presence. So, which of these bulls impressed you the most? If you're into the animal world, now it's time for something completely different. Click the video on your screen to watch the cutest animals you've ever seen. Trust me, you won't be able to watch without saying, "Ah."